Hello everybody, welcome to Crazy Animal Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about the most highly anticipated game everyone has been waiting for. But I have to be brutally honest, and once again, this is my own personal opinion. So for those of you who are big fans of this game and have been waiting for it for many years and many months, please forgive me for being too honest. As far as the game goes, I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. First off, I want to start with the most positive things that I could say about this game, starting from the third-person shooter perspective. For a third-person shooter game, the combat is definitely on point. This is not your typical hide behind cover to shoot enemies that are crouched behind walls. It has much more reliance on movement, unlike other Mass Effect games that you've played in the past. As you progress further, the game evolves over time. The more hours you play, the more javelins you unlock, and you receive tools that keep every encounter much more interesting for Anthem. As far as the game is concerned, some of the matches could get very exhausting for others, while Anthem fanatics would find it much more entertaining. The game also allows Javelin cosmetic customization. It allows you to do everything from finishes to materials to colors. The only issue that a lot of people have had is that the armor is very generic and too simple for some, especially when compared to other games that are out there like Warframe or Destiny. But the customization is definitely something that no other game has come close to in this genre. One of the key things that I noticed some people are talking about is the build synergy. I don't know much in regards to this because the demo doesn't really go into details. However, I'm learning that you can stack bonuses and synergies on top of each other, which is something to see when the actual game comes out. For those of you that are going to buy it, because I'm not going to be buying this game, period. As I'll tell you why. In regards to that aspect, we're going to go into the bad. As far as the bad things are concerned, the first thing that I experienced while playing this game was the server issues. Load times are erroneous, long hold times. In fact, I was live streaming when someone actually told me and said, hey, your loading screen is not really loading, it's a glitch, you need to get out Alt F4 and reload. That kind of ticked me off because I waste a lot of time waiting for the damn demo to play. I'm assuming this is a demo and eventually they're going to get this fixed as the actual game comes out next month. It sounds like BioWare and EA are fully aware of this and they're looking to fix this problem as they have talked to people through Twitter. Unlike other games like Destiny 2, Division, in this game, loot drops are a pain in the back. The reason why loot drops are a pain in the back is when you kill a high-level boss and they drop loot and you pick it up, you don't really have an option of what you're going to pick and what you're not going to pick. And it doesn't have a reward system like they do in Division or Destiny. So when you get something that's legendary, it doesn't populate that you picked up something that's legendary. It only tells you picked up loot. And you have to determine what loot you're going to keep down the road because you're going to have a bag full of crap. And that's the only issue that I have with the loot drop. As far as XP gain goes, that's another issue. When you're killing bosses, you're gaining experience, but you do not see what that experience level is. Most games have a little indicator showing that your XP is going up. In this game, the XP indicator does not come up until you finish the match, the challenge, and the end, all your XP will populate, and that's how you'll know what you're doing and how much damage, etc., is earning you what XP. And the third most important aspect of this game that truly ticks me off and sets me in the wrong mood, it's the locked loadouts. So coincidentally, you can change loadouts in Fort Tarsus at the beginning or prior to every mission, but once you start a mission or a challenge, you cannot change your loadout. Even if you pick up new weapons or new drops, loot drops that is, you can't change your loadout. Unlike other games like Destiny or Division, you're not able to do any of that in this, and that really sets this game in the wrong direction. So I'm hoping that they do make some changes. Some of you might not really care about that, but for some of us that truly enjoy games like Destiny and Division, that is a very important aspect that this game needs to focus on, and hopefully they can reintroduce that. Now, going into the fourth pain point, respawning is a pain in the neck. If you die in this game, you're pretty much dead where you started, in that place, and all you see is a screen with the red circle. Basically, you're dead and there's no spectate mode. You can't watch your other friends play. You're at the mercy of those teammates to pick you up or revive you. And even when they do revive you, you're pretty much stuck in the middle of a warfare. All these people surrounding you, and chances of you surviving is pretty slim. You can die numerous times. I'm sure they're going to, hopefully, I'm sure they're going to change the respawning aspect of this game and allow spectate mode in order for this game to be successful. And finally, the last but not least, Fort Tarsus. The move speed is just ridiculous in this game, especially when you're in Fort Tarsus. You're not able to move as fast as you want to from one area to the other. It's moving very slow, and I get it because the graphics are so beautiful. The developers want us to enjoy the beautiful graphics of the people moving around, the fish being filleted over the grill, all that good stuff that they're showing in the video or in the game. But I don't really care about all that. I just want to move fast from point A to point B. That's one of the biggest issue with Fort Tarsus. The move speed is just ridiculous. And then also I feel like they're having some trouble with first person or third person. In Fort Tarsus, you're basically first person looking at a camera angle at all the characters that are talking to you. But once you get into your Javelin, you're playing third person. So it's interesting how they're trying to cross the two. That's about it for the bad. Now going to the ugly. And really the ugly, I'm not really referring to this game being ugly, but I'm just saying I'm unsure. I don't know how I feel about flying in this game. The flying was cool. The mechanics were there. Control was easy to an extent, but I didn't really enjoy it. It didn't really spark anything. I feel like the game was very similar to Destiny, and the only difference that made the game a little bit different than Destiny was the fact that your character can fly. So woohoo, that is really cool. My character can fly, and for that reason it's not Destiny, but it felt like Destiny. And I've already sold my soul to Destiny. I can't sell my soul again to a game that's going to grind and grind and grind and suck up so much of my time. I don't want to do that. I can only commit to one. So if you are working 8 hours a day, or you are already grinding many hours in other games building your character, this might not be the game for you. The second thing that I thought was the ugly, I couldn't understand the story. It just didn't captivate me. But when I played Destiny 2, I played a demo, and the story mode was so captivating that I just couldn't stop myself from buying the game. So word of advice, the story in this game just isn't captivating. That's coming from me, my own personal opinion. Hopefully they work it up and make it better. I don't know. We'll see what will happen. As far as the whole package goes, I really don't know where to place this game. I'm not going to buy this game. I'm not going to invest any of my money into it. The graphics are awesome. I can understand why some people would love this game, but it's just not for me. I feel like it's just run and gun, and that's it. And there's really not much to it other than grind, build character, but for what? Same stuff, same mission, nothing different. Not an open world at all. Just another third-person shooter game that's trying to compete with some of the best. And that's about it, and that's all I had to say. This is coming from Crazy Animal. I hope you guys liked this episode, and hopefully you guys come back for more. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.